My name is Camiar, and today I want to talk about carefreeness. I want to talk about what it means to be carefree and how you can start to apply it today. And before I dive deep into what I have planned to share with you today, I want to talk about real quick why did I start this YouTube channel or what is my mission? I want to help these young introverted guys just overall live a better life. Meaning, I want to help you improve your social skills, improve your personality, improve your charisma, improve your fitness, whatever it is. I want to just help you improve it based on the experiences I've been through and the things that I did that helped me become the person I am today. Because when I was younger, I was very shy. I couldn't look at you in the eyes. I had no social skills. I didn't really have much of a personality. I was always concerned of what other people thought about me. I was super scrawny. I had nothing going my way. I wasn't confident. I had low self-esteem, everything. And my whole journey, I'm so inspired. I want to share with you what works for me. And if I share this knowledge with you, and if I can just help you achieve what you want, that would make my whole year. So if you want to follow this, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can leave a like and comment if you have any questions about what I'm going to cover today. So carefreeness, what does it mean or what is it not? What does it mean not to be carefree? Carefreeness is not you just being like a beach bum, lazy type of guy that's just like doesn't take anything serious at all. That's not my definition of carefreeness. Carefreeness, in my definition, is you're kind of living life in a light, playful way and you're not attached to any outcome. What do I mean by that? Again, when I was younger, I was always concerned about what people thought about me. Whenever I would talk to somebody, I was always trapped in my own head. Like, is this person gonna like me? Am I good enough here? Am I gonna be accepted in this group or whatever it is? Am I gonna get a good grade on this test? I was always attached to every single outcome of my life, and what this would do to me is I would always have high anxiety. I would always have high worry. I would always have like high stress because of this. So when you're just like a carefree type of guy, you're just not attached to anything. You're just living life like in a light, playful way. You have like a purpose, you have a mission that you want to achieve, and you are just gonna do what you can control in that moment. You're not thinking about the outcome, like how many likes you're gonna get in this post, or how many views you're gonna get, or is this person gonna like me, because that's not within your control. A carefree type of person is only focusing on the things he can has control over, and doing his best while doing it. And whenever you go to a conversation with somebody, you're like free flowing. You say what's on your mind. You're living life like in a light, playful way. Everyone is drawn to this type of person. People love talking to this type of person. People think you know something that they don't when you have this kind of personality. And anyone can do it too. And I want to share with you 3 things that helped me kind of transform myself into having this type of personality and just overall not caring what other people think about you. The first thing I want to talk about is the circle of influence. So I learned this 2 years ago from a guy named Jason Capital. He's an entrepreneur and he's kind of known just to not really giving a fuck about what other people think about you. And he did this exercise and he showed it to me, and when I did this daily, it truly transformed it transformed my life. Let me explain. What you want to do is you're going to grab a sheet of paper and you're going to draw a big circle like this in the middle. And what you want to do with this is you are going to put everything that's been on your mind inside this circle. So let's say you're doing this on Monday or whatever day you're doing this on. Everything that's been on your mind, that's been like causing you worry, stress, just anything. It could be good, it could be bad. Put it in this circle right here. And then what you do is you can get another sheet of paper. You're gonna draw 2 circles, one in the middle and one in the outer. And what you do with this is everything that you put inside of here, you are gonna put in the outer circle right here. Once you have done that, you wanna look at everything you wrote and say to yourself, what do I have control over in this situation? So if you put in your outer circle right here, like how many likes am I gonna get on this post? Or what is she gonna think about me? Or like, am I good enough? Whatever it is for you, those are things that you can't control. But what is it stuff that you can control? I am going to have an amazing study session today with my exam. But what's not without your control is am I gonna get a good grade? That is not within your control. What is within your control is you having an amazing study session or you being really focused. You want to just focus on those things. So everything that you have within your control, you are going to put inside this small circle, and everything that's not without your control, you're going to cross them out. And I'm going to show you this. When I first started doing this circle right here was like this big. All the thoughts I had in my head were stuff I had no control over. And that's how it may be for you. I don't know what it is going to be for you, but that is not living a carefree type of like mentality. You're not being carefree at that moment. And the whole goal is you want to do this daily or weekly, and you want to grow this middle circle. You only want to think about stuff that you can control. Maybe it's fitness. Maybe, hey, I'm going to have a fucking great workout today. I'm going to show up, do my best, and leave it at that. You can control that. But hey, am I gonna be jacked in a month? You can't control that. So there's no reason to be thinking about that, because it's gonna be causing worry, stress, and anxiety. So this is called the circle of influence exercise. I highly recommend you do this daily. And me doing this truly helped me transform my attention, because our attention is valuable. It helped me transform my attention to only focus on things that actually matter, that things that I can actually control over. Nothing that I can't. If I have a thought and I can't control the outcome of that, then that's not the point. You don't want to think about that. Only think about things that you can have control over. And then number 2, I want to talk about the law of 51%. So I want to say real quick, human beings are extremely irrational. Have you ever looked at somebody and you just didn't like that person for no reason at all? He didn't say anything hurtful to you, she didn't say anything hurtful to you, or he didn't even harm you, nothing. You just look at him and you just didn't like him for no reason. Do you think that's rational? Because it's not. And I'll tell you why. The law of 51% states that whenever someone says anything about you, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, it has more to do about that person than it does with you. So if someone's making fun of you or someone's calling you names, just know it has more to do with them and nothing to do with you. Or less than at least 51% to do with you. And it's usually even more than that. So whenever you see somebody that you just don't like for no reason, it's because they have a trait that they have that you don't, that you want. And because they have that thing that you don't, it kind of draws like jealousy. Because again, this is how I was. It kind of says jealousy, but really you do admire that person. But it's because they have something you don't, and you just don't like that person. Maybe it's because that person is so confident that you wish you had that type of confidence, and you just don't like that person. You think he's like a cocky kind of guy, right? That is isn't that more about you than it is about that person? That's exactly what this law states. So what are we gonna do with this? Just believe your own. You want to believe things about yourself, because if you're always just concerned about external validation from somebody else or another source, then again, who's in control? Is it you or is it them? Because if you have your own self-image and you just kind of believe, you have thoughts that you believe about yourself, like meaning like I am already confident, but you don't need someone else to tell you that. That's the whole goal with this. You want to just be your own source of validation. So that's the law of 51%. And then I want to talk about the spotlight effect, and these two kind of go hand in hand. So I think this will make more sense once I describe this. There was a study done at a university. A kid was supposed to wear one of the ugliest fucking shirts anyone has ever seen, right? Or it's supposed to be the ugliest shirt. So the whole goal of this experiment was to see how many people would notice this shirt this guy was wearing. So he put the shirt on, he went to the lecture, and he sat for the whole lecture in college. And then what they did is they went to each kid and they asked each and every single person in that class if they noticed that guy with the shirt on, the ugly shirt. Less than 20% of those students actually noticed the shirt. And the people that did notice the shirt, that ugly shirt, they didn't even fucking care. They thought about it for 3 to 4 seconds and they just let it go. So the whole point of the spotlight effect is no one really cares about you. And I know this sounds harsh, but no one cares. Everyone is always in their own mind. They're always concerned about themselves. If someone's thinking about you, it's only gonna be about 2 to 3 seconds long and they're gonna go about their day. Whenever you think someone's talking about you, or you're worried about what they think about you, or you're just overall concerned about, does this person like me? Your brain is wired to do this. You're creating false stories in your head that truly isn't even happening in real life, because everyone's only concerned about themselves. And once you actually grasp this, and once you actually internalize this, you just become more free, because no one really cares. Who gives? Like, life is so short. No one's gonna look at you. And even if they talk bad about you, remember this. It's about them. It's about the law of 51%. It's more to do with them than it has to do with you. So the spotlight effect, whenever you think someone is talking about you, they're not. Like 99% of the time, they're not. If you internalize these three concepts right here, especially doing this exercise and internalizing these two paradigm shifts right here, like the way you just move, the way that you talk, it's just the way that you act now is just more authentic. It's the more you, it's the real personality, because you don't even care what they think about you. And oh, by the way, let me say this right now. If someone meets you and you're just overall just light, like you're living life lightly, like you don't care what others think, like you're just so real and authentic, people will literally love to talk to you. People will love to be around you. And I don't care if you don't believe me right now, you need to do this for yourself and you'll see what I'm talking about. Because I told you this, I was very shy, I couldn't talk to people, and I was always concerned about what people thought about me. When you do this, and you notice, and you just become more light and more free, again, this might take you some time, but it will take practice. But when you just don't care anymore, like you just don't give a fuck, everything goes in your favor. So that is what my definition of carefreeness is. And I have more to this too. There's more concepts I know. But these are like the big three I want to start with first, because you need to just clean like your mind. Like stop caring about what people think about you. Start putting your attention to what you can focus on, or put your attention to what you have control over. That is the whole goal of this. Put your attention to what you have control over. If you have a thought and it's without your control, don't judge it. Just stop thinking about it. Who cares? No one's even talking about you. No one is thinking about you. Just live life. Do what you want to do. Whatever goals you have, achieve it. If someone talks like shit about you, it has more to do with them than it has to do with you. If you like this video, please subscribe, leave a like, and I hope this concept made sense. If you have any questions about this, please leave a comment, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.